Check this out. I got this on Anani Fumus here on Twitter. Look at this. Something is going on in Boston. This is Wayfair Gate. So check out the Masonic floor right there in the Boston office of Wayfair. Here's where the Rothschild's vice chairman of the Vanderbilt Trust is. The chairman is managing director at Summit Partners. St. James Avenue is similar to Little St. James. That's true. I never caught up on that one. Massage Envy, Sprint Store, Providence, Rhythm Pharmaceuticals, Panera Bread, and Linda Rothschild is a strategic advisor at FCLT Global. Well, look at these. Let me take us down. So this is Boston bombing. Was 2 blocks away. And look at that. There's the Salesforce. That's a straight up Masonic floor. Public library's just up the street. This is the sculpture honoring the marathon runners. Look at that. That kind of looks like the top of, that's a cross. But that looks like the top of the St. Petersburg building too. The Vatican. So they found more checkered symbols on the church in Copley Square right next to Wayfair. So you got that. And then someone said this gave them the effing goosebumps. Right in the middle of Copley Square is the Wayfair logo. What does that mean? I thought, man, I got to record this real quick. Because when I was out in LA, I remember, these guys were following me everywhere. They had me a couple times. One time I jumped onto a trash can and I jumped over a gate trying to get away from a gunman. And I freaking fell like 30 something feet before I fell into the LA wash and shattered my ankle. And one weekend there was all these writings all over the streets. And I started thinking, I was like, well, a couple signs were like, they're watching you everywhere you're going. And then the next sign would say CIA, and the next sign would say something else. And I thought, that's awful strange. It's like the signs are talking to me. And then, you had signs, you're under surveillance, and yada, yada, yada. And I thought, this is so weird. And then I started noticing, though, there was coordinates on the ground. I asked this one guy, I said, is what happening really happening, what I think is happening? He's like, yeah. He goes, you know about it? And I was like, well, yeah. And he goes, why do you keep doing this? I guess, I don't know. I like playing with fire. Well, that was a far from really what I was feeling, because now I look back and I'm like, I really wanted to know. And I was willing to lose my life to figure out what in the heck is going on here. And I noticed they write on the streets, and they'll write coordinates on the streets as to where they're going. So like you can go down the street and you'll think like that's a gas line marking. But in reality, it's a marking as to where these people will go next. Like, where are they going to pick up that drug deal? Where are they going to drop off a human that they're trafficking? That type thing. So more Masonic cubes at the entrance of the Wayfair building. See that? And then the Arch of Baal right above it. Just some swirly pedo symbols under the Summit Partners building next to Tico's. So down here, pedo symbols, yep, those swirly ones right there. This is Lolita Back Bay. Wow. Next to the church, Old Southern Church, and this is a Trinity Church. That doesn't surprise me none. These guys are everywhere. They've infiltrated everything. For those unaware, these are Masonic checkered tiles. Look at that. Love the Masonic roof. Save the children. Wayfair Gate. Did you notice the first pic? The secretive Grand Masonic Lodge is 3 blocks away. So, 3 blocks away, let's see. Right there. Right there it is. Look at that. They got the Star of CERN in there. These guys are everywhere. It's funny how people keep saying they're going to drain the swamp. I'm like, guys, you are the swamp. The star is missing one side. We got a 5-sided star in Boston Common with the walking paths. The star is missing one side, just like the one in Washington, D.C. Is that because they haven't fully instituted the beast yet? Wonder. Let's go back to Lolita Bay. It's a Mexican restaurant, but it looks like a demon was its interior designer. Oh my gosh, look at these upside down crosses. The face. That's a Baphomet right there. Good Lord. These Satanists. People eat there and probably think that that's just entertainment. See, there's that satanic star. That's basically what the Statue of Liberty is sitting on. A kilopod, anyways. Looking from above the Wayfair building, it looks like a skull. Yeah, and it also looks kind of like a keyhole. Fine Point Capital is located in the same building as Wayfair. Check out their website. Fine Capital. Look at the logo in the tabs. A black cube. Yep, right there. A black cube. What the F is going on? The black cube of Saturn. The Saturn time cube. Look at this. This is the Masonic, guys. The Philip Brooks statue looks like he's making the hand sign as the Baphomet, because he is. Look at him all covered up. Masonic squares in the church. Meet Herbert and Charlotte Wagner. Couple on the right. These two. Charlotte Wagner runs the Wagner Foundation. Wagner Foundation works in Haiti. Oh, all the Haiti kids. Yeah. Wagner Foundation gave $15 million grant to an international medical service organization, Partners in Health. You know what, guys? I know the system's about to come down. There's no way they're going to let all this stuff out. I'm serious. There's no way. The people that are behind letting this stuff out is like NASA. I mean, those are the guys. They're the ones that's letting all this stuff out. Massachusetts contact tracing program handed to Clinton. Linked NGO. Can the FBI hire me already? They let this stuff get out. I don't care what nobody says. They're saying, oh, they're going to drain the swamp. Man, I keep trying to tell everybody you are the swamp. I'm going to leave a link to this below. But it's just Smitch and a clutch of billionaires. They're investing in the company called Cargo Metrics. Yeah, probably because they're all going to go hide in one of those down below. Billionaires back new shipping Guant fund. Gotta ship them kids somewhere, right? The building kitty corner in the Woodfield building includes a company called Bain Capital. This company was founded by Mitt Romney, and Ghislaine Maxwell's father was a major investor. Wow. Sometimes you just know things in your spirit. When I tweeted this almost a year ago, I had no idea Ghislaine Maxwell's father was a major investor in Romney's Bain Capital firm. Wow. Looking from above the Wayfair building, it also looks like an owl and Moloch. Good catch. Yeah. By the way, Moloch is depicted as an owl. Owl is a common Masonic symbol. It is also the symbol of Bohemian Grove. There is a small owl depicted on a dollar bill. The list goes on. Moloch equals Soros. Red Cross, I hear they're really connected to a lot of things, but they helped me out when my house set on fire years ago. About 5 blocks away, we got a Red Cross blood collection center with about 4 schools around it. Oh, whoa. Blackstone Group was also partner of a top secret meeting with Gates, Buffett, Rockefeller, Oprah Winfrey, George Soros, Ted Turner, Michael Bloomberg. It was in the Guardian article. It was published on Irish Central News. Getting it? This flew under the radar. 6 eBay executives and employees charged with, what's that about? Cyber stalking charges. Something is going on in Boston. Wayfair Gate, the Boston bombing, were 2 blocks away. Found more checkered symbols on the church in Copley Square. right next to Wayfair. This gave me the effing goosebumps. I can't stop crying. This is just too much. Please pray that this darkness continues to get exposed. Absolutely. You know, the Messiah is coming back. And wait a minute, if you guys are sitting on a right now, like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, you don't know, you're like sitting back going, well, I just don't know if God is real, yada, yada, yada. Man, take it from all the people. Go do some searches. See how many people, the Bible says he will pour his spirit out in the end amongst all men, all flesh. And, you know, your children will dream dreams. Let me just bring this up so that I don't tear it up. Oops. My goodness, if I can type. Because, you know, I'm trying to tell y'all, this is God calling out to you. You don't just come and watch these things, you know, and it be that it's a fluke, you know, not for a reason. It's stop doubting, you know. There's just do a search. Like I said, look at this in Joel 2:28, it shall come to pass afterwards that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, and your young men shall see visions. And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit, and I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the great and terrible day of the Lord come. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as the Lord hath said, and in the remnant who the Lord shall call. So, guys, if you're like wondering, is God real? Man, go do a search. All you got to do is get on here and put in visions of heaven. You know, like, I'm serious. I met Satan, and then a lady, she wrote this book. This girl right here at 17, I read this lady's book and was like, what? Oh my gosh, she knew everything that I knew from the meetings that I had with him. Heaven and hell are two very real places. And once you get banished to outer darkness where there's weeping and gnashing of teeth, once the judgment's set, that's it. There is no turning back. You will never get a chance ever again to serve him. So if you've come here, it's not by chance. It's not by coincidence. You know, if you've been listening to me and you don't know who God is, this is not by chance. All you have to do is ask him, Jesus, who are you? Show me who you are. Pour your spirit out on me, and he will do that for you. Guys, there's some really sick stuff going on these days. And whether or not this is true, the point is, there's something sick going on here. And there's a lot of information being poured out among the people. Why would all this be going on? I'll tell you why. Satan said, if you bow down and honor me, I will give you all of this. What was all this? It was all the nations, because it was his to give. That's what he does. He gives people money, wealth, fame, and power. But the Lord God is far more powerful, and I can pay tribute and witness to that because I'm still alive. They've had me one too many times, but I'm still here to talk about it. You guys, you take care, take charge, and check out the link below. That is only if you can handle the truth.